The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Josh and Ellie join us again for this Curse of Strahd adventure. After defeating the druid and taking the carriage to the Count's castle for a dinner, they were led to the dining hall and the meal was ready to be served. Enjoy the podcast.
Hi, and welcome to The Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, on iTunes, Facebook, Stitcher Radio, Google+, Bing. Search us out. You will find us. We are returning to our Curse of Strahd campaign. We're going to go around the table and say hi, starting with myself this time. I am Joe, playing the human cleric Calvin, who is a proselytizer of Pelor. Go, Pelor. Go, Mickie.
Hi everyone, this is Mickie. I play Noctra, the human paladin.
That worships.
Don't blue screen me.
Memory dump.
Oh man.
Do the Etch-a-Sketchy wrench. Put your head up
the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm. Hey everyone, this is Kurt. I am playing Teelin. He is the Wild Mage Sorcerer.
And once again joining us, we have special guests. We'll start with...
I'm Ellie. I am playing Diavola, the rogue wood elf not Wolverine. Werewolf. There we go.
Wolverine.
Werewolverine.
That
yeah.
would be pretty damn cool.
That'd be awesome.
Bub.
Hello, everyone. I'm Josh. I play Malachi, the barbarian monk werewolf, married to this beautiful woman right here.
Aww.
I know.
And by the beautiful woman right there, you mean JJ.
Yes, and I will be playing the table, the crypt, the dusk elf, and possibly even the vampire. Mm-hmm. I will be playing the environment that these heroes are attempting to influence.
Is it going to be a
Dear
rainy
God.
day?
It's going to be a rainy day.
Damn.
It's ironic.
JJ is the wet blanket
Don't you think?
for our party.
Speaking of heroes, last time on Adventures from the Shed, the intrepid travelers first made sure that Irina was safe by leaving her with Erwin
That's her
and his
name.
wife. The were-ravens who have been keeping an eye over the party. Being sure that Irina was safe, they then headed out onto the roads outside of the gate in an attempt to work their way to Castle Strahd. While on the roads, they were met by two strange travelers, Malachi and Diavola. And they were robed characters with feathers in their cap, relatively dapper-looking, but also highly armed. We didn't know much about them, but ended up traveling together and making camp.
I thought Malachi looked like a food processor. He had like pointy
Yeah, he
things all
did.
over
He looked
him.
like Shredder
Like,
from,
don't trip
like-
and fall. That might hurt.
That would suck.
Yeah.
It depends. How far did you look into my robe?
Well, you described all kinds of throwing
Oh,
weapons
yeah.
and things all over. Yeah. Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so anyways, we made camp. Darkness was falling, and during the night, we were attacked by kind of a crazed, feral druid. Rabid druid of sorts who came running in on all fours, started shooting lightning at us, and he had made the earth and the vines and the grass around him come to life as well. And after a fierce battle that we won, we rested, moved on towards Castle Strahd. As soon as we entered the gates to the Baron's or to the Count's lands, we were met by kind of a carriage with an invisible horse, or maybe there was no horse, but it was pulled by something that sounded like a horse. We bravely entered. It moved very, very quickly towards the castle, but it took a long time to get there. And eventually we arrived and were met by a very, very old dusk elf whose name I can't recall. Rahadin, who at the end of the episode drew us inside and seated us at a table where we were just starting to be served by spectral hands bringing clean plates and what we hope will be fine food.
In the Hall of Mourning.
In the Hall of Mourning.
So we're really sad in this hall.
But the castle itself was very decrepit, dark, dusty, not well kept. Clearly had been fancy, or as JJ would say, resplendent at one point.
Resplendent at one point.
But no longer is.
So yeah, we are. When we left off, we had plates being set down in front of us.
Correct. And soon after, a table wheels in, and it is filled with different platters. One thing I do want to make a note of is earlier, Noctra made a mention of getting some steak for the travels. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've actually covered this yet, but meat is relatively scarce. Fish
No,
is plentiful.
Steak as in to steak a vampire.
Oh, okay.
Not
Sorry.
bison.
But still.
Not
you said you was like rations. You like rations, like steak.
No, supplies.
I think it was a double entendre.
Steaks.
I actually have a sharpened ribeye.
Not
fair enough.
Not
Yes.
bison.
But yeah, meats and those sort of things, because it's so dark and dreary, typically only potatoes grow. It's a very fish and potatoes sort of diet. Some small game exists, and the reason I'm pointing this out is because everything you could possibly want is here. This is a table that is, good 30 feet long, and there's samples and hors d'oeuvres, and
Is there a full pig?
there's a full pig
Like to
with
take
the
out-
apple in his mouth and everything.
Like take out my hatchet and just grab a leg, chop it, and just start nom.
Nomin, nomin, nomin.
It hasn't been cooked yet.
I don't care.
Yeah, we don't care.
nom nom nom.
Is Ramen is he with us or
Rahadin is, he has removed
I thought you
himself.
just called him ramen.
I thought he was asking if there was
Everything
ramen
you
on
could
the
want.
table. Is there chicken ramen on the table?
There is ramen noodles, yes.
Nice.
There are noodles. I remember that from last game.
But it's not Italian, it's just Chinese.
Yeah, this is ramen is imp pasta. It's made by imps.
Rahadin has withdrawn to the basically the edge of the room. It's almost like he's got like a shroud of forgetfulness around him. Like you keep forgetting he's there until you see him, and you're like, oh wait, yeah, and then you look away and you forget he's there again. He's mastered the art of the unseen servant.
Nice.
It's like the gray men.
He's like the gray man, yeah.
A heck of a butler. He's buttling very well. Then I guess what I would be looking for is the kind of food that we haven't had since we got here. Not necessarily hacking up a pig,
Yeah.
but try and direct some of the skeletal hands to put the right foods onto my plate. Will
But
they do that?
this is more of a buffet. You're getting up and serving yourself.
Well, I said buffet. I never expected it. Great. Okay. I
Won't
will
you
serve
guys-
myself. Can the skeletal hands carry me?
Good.
No.
Damn.
This isn't some kind of palace.
Screw it. I'll eat the granola I brought.
Fair enough.
No,
You're not getting up from the table.
No, I'll get up and pick foods that seem, I don't know, as healthy as possible.
Fair enough.
Figuring if Strahd is going to kill me, he's going to do it, not do it by food.
Yeah.
I'll make that leap of faith, as it were. Go, Baylor.
So you're going to eat some leaves of faith? Some salad?
A salad of faith. Everything on my plate will be of faith.
Fair enough.
I will set each individual thing on, I will cast light on each individual one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it lights up all
So
you.
I have a disco plate.
We have disco poop too.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, it's happened before.
You went first grade on that, baby.
Overexposure
What?
to Baylor's light
Crap
may
and rainbows.
cause
Yes.
irritable bowel syndrome.
Here, eat this light pill.
Can I ask
Only
the elf where
$5.99.
Strahd is?
Oh wait, there's
Are
more.
you asking Rahadin?
Yeah, can I ask him politely if we should expect our host to join us?
He will be joining us momentarily. He is seeing to other matters.
He's probably killing someone.
Dun dun dun.
He's kind
And,
of bad, man.
Your like enthusiasm and
Well-
positive outlook have done.
I'm positive he's a bad guy.
That's true.
They call him the Devil's Strahd.
That is right. Can we ask? What's his name?
Rahadin.
Rahadin.
Hey, I'm the one who can't remember names.
Where did all this food come from? There's nowhere in the lands that we've seen that we could hunt.
The Count's
Big
lands are
bad side.
plentiful.
Oh, because you said that you have to be let onto the Count's lands in order to. Okay.
He had to get a hunting permit.
Did you not see the deer tracks?
I missed those. I was looking for other things, like an arrow that would hit me in the knee.
Like
It was a
certain
dark
people.
room, I understand.
There were deer tracks in a dark room?
No, you're in a carriage. I was outside.
Ah.
Y'all chose not to look around.
Well, no, because we were talking about you.
I know.
We know. We heard all of it.
We spent the whole day talking.
Talking
Talking bullshit.
Yes. Who are these crazy people? What's,
How about
what's
Straight
Thielen
murdered
eating?
someone.
What is he eating?
Yeah.
He's looking for the foie gras.
The foie gras?
Yeah. Really likes foie
There's
gras.
wheatgrass shots as well.
Oh, just what he was hoping for. So.
All right. Without further ado, the Strahd does make a grand entrance. The doors open without a sound, and he walks in at a fairly quick pace, and he goes, "Welcome, guests. Eat, yes, eat. My dinner will be along shortly."
That's great.
Seems a little jovial for a devil.
I think he's going to
They
kill us.
always are.
I think he's going to kill us.
You're not going to eat the food you have set out for your guests?
Oh, no, this is not my palate. This is not...
Oh. Do you know Paylor?
I do, actually. I do know Paylor. Paylor
Oh, that's
is
great. Can I take the seat next to him?
Sure.
Do you know Paylor personally?
I do not know Paylor personally, no.
I do. Let me tell you more about him. I pick up my plate, move to the chair over near Strahd.
Okay.
And,
you notice Rahadin, he moves around the room to act quickly if something were to happen.
Okay. Sit next to Strahd and just start gossiping Paylor.
Okay.
Go Paylor.
And he's encouraging, he's asking insightful questions, at least what you would think would be insightful
yeah.
questions.
Okay.
What are the benefits of actually facing the sun rising versus facing toward the north or the south during your morning prayers?
Well, those are the things that help you with your ability to relay the light of Paylor during the day, of course. That's a great question. You're pretty well studied. Most people here don't know about Paylor.
Yes, most of these people are uncultured, as it were.
Oh, definitely uncultured, but I've helped. Perhaps I can leave some pamphlets with you, and you could hand them out sometime.
Oh, yes. More reading material. I've read everything in my library. Trust me.
And Calvin will lean over towards Nocturne and say, "He doesn't seem so bad after all. Go, Paylor."
You would think that.
And
He's
you
toying
too.
with you.
What brings you to my dinner?
Well, we're looking for a friend of ours. I believe it was brought here.
Yes, he was. Would you like to join him, perhaps?
Maybe out in a field or in the woods again.
That would be most troublesome, I think.
Why?
I have a question. Are you revealing what we're doing here to Strahd instead of
Revealing
anybody
what?
else? Oh, okay, that's a good point. I withdraw my statement.
Do you think there's a point to lie to this guy?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he's using his outside voice, too. I think we could all hear it.
And I would actually like the three of you to roll a perception check.
I could do that.
Myself included.
It's against me, they get a
20.
-5. No, they get the disadvantage against perception on me if it matters.
Yes.
13.
30?
13.
13.
30 would be
Quite the
pretty awesome.
difference.
Right?
20.
20. You feel a small, sharp pain in the back of your head.
It's probably the sushi. Okay. Is it like, I know something is messing with me kind of pain, or just...
Like a single hair was just yanked from your head.
Well, that sucks. Is Rupert near me?
Rahadin is nowhere near you, but you do see a skeletal hand floating away.
Okay. I'll go check it out. Can I go see if the hand is holding my hair?
It is.
I'm going to fight it to get my hair back.
It is floating away. So
Roll initiative?
I'll slap it on the wrist.
Bad hand!
Dad,
my
what are
hand
you
back.
doing?
and there are other hands following it that also contain some hair from each of these other two.
Strahd, your floating hand things are pulling pieces of
Oh,
us.
mind them not. Mind them not.
Too late. I'm already minding. It
Oh, no,
stole
c-
something of mine.
Come eat. Come eat. What is one hair?
The thing it took.
What is one hair? Amongst friends, what is one hair?
That was number 453.
Oh, no, you
He took
really-
my favorite hair.
It took your favorite. May I have another then?
I was trying to teach that one where
Is
to
there
stay
one
put.
that you're not attached to?
That one is no longer attached to me.
Then you should be most glad that it had been taken from you.
Does No! I'm gonna keep following the hands.
Okay.
I don't know. That's probably just comical for everyone else.
Yeah. If you're going to fight it does not have the strength to resist your taking its hair back.
Okay.
Do you take the other hairs as well?
I take my hair, I cast light on it, and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Did you take the other hairs or just that one?
Well, I think everyone else would have noticed that I was chasing down hair. I think if you want yours, it's going to be up to you. I was just I got to get back to my conversation
Fair
with
enough.
Strahd. He may have just had his skeletal hand pull my hair out, but he's kind of cool. I mean, the whole Paylor thing.
Because he lets you
Got it.
rabble
You like
on.
your hair pulled.
Well, just one.
Just one.
From the back.
14-year-old virgin does walk into the room.
There you go, Kurt.
Picture
Score.
on page 68 of the book.
Wrong page. You need to go
68.
forward one more.
Huh?
Huh?
Well, no. And I get the joke. But
So close.
she walks into the room and places herself on the table in front of Strahd.
Do any of us recognize her?
No.
Is she really a 14-year-old virgin? Can I do an insight or a perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't think you do that on our first meeting.
Why not?
Are you a virgin?
Are you a virgin?
Let me just check in here real quick.
You look upon closer look. You do see a familiar resemblance to the lady you first met in the house when you first entered Barovia.
On the way into town? Mm-hmm. The woman who was
Wailing.
sobbing
Exactly.
inconsolably?
You see a familial resemblance.
Look! We found her.
Whoa! What happened?
Hold on. A few seconds. We'll go away. Okay. Go
I
ahead,
guess.
Mickie.
We found her. Are you? What was the lady's name? Mary?
This
Her
was
mother was Mary. Yes,
the
the,
mother.
daughter was Gertruda.
Are you Gertrude? Gertruda?
Gertruda.
Mary's daughter?
And she does not respond. She seems to be very wooden.
I woke
Very,
over and shake her.
Why do you play with my food?
I'm not playing with food. Don't you see? This young lady looks like she's a bit out of it.
Well, blood loss will do that to you.
Blood loss. I take a closer look. Do I see the puncture wounds on her neck?
On her neck and other places.
My
yeah.
God, this child's been ravaged.
she's a buffet.
Who's done this to you?
Did I stutter when I said my food would be along later?
Is this your dinner? This is Strahd who's talking?
Yes.
How could you? She's just a child.
Therefore,
You
her blood
are-
is untainted.
The monster they all say you are.
One must eat, no?
Disgusting.
I understand it affects your delicate sensibilities, but not mine.
This child should be sent home to her mother.
I plan to.
In a box.
You see, like, she just gets really angry and just grips her sword. White-knuckled grip. Stares you down.
That's an interesting sword you have there. Why don't you give it to me for safekeeping?
No.
No. Roll a wisdom check, please, or a wisdom saving throw.
You're rolling a sass check.
I'm rolling a sass check.
Yeah. See how sassy you can be to Strahd.
Oh, pretty sassy. 21.
All right. When you're gripping the sword, you feel its presence overcome you. You feel such a hatred flow from the sword into you that bolsters your will to resist Strahd's attempt to charm you to give him the sword.
Did you try to charm me?
Or you don't feel that, but you
Okay.
just I'm describing what happened.
She's just going to stand there by the girl, just giving Strahd the evil eye.
Dirty
Please,
looks.
please eat. I intend to as well.
Still evil eye.
Right. And he will slide up her shirt and sink his fangs into
Oh
her
my
belly.
God, that's disgusting.
I continue eating as normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
same.
bothered at all. Just no.
What's Talon do?
I mean, Talon is incredibly bothered, particularly being a monster hunter. Like, everything in my being wants to attack him, but I know that I can tell that.
Oh yeah, he's
There's-
looking at all of you with
Right.
very gleeful look in his eyes, like
Do something.
essentially
I
do
dare
something.
You.
Right. And I think I know that he's baiting us, and so I just wait. That's it.
Calvin will stop eating and kind of just stare at anything except Strahd.
Okay.
He'll
So
avert his eyes
is
from the
he
spectacle.
maintaining the illusion that this guy might not be as bad as he
Well,
is, or
I
is it
mean-
a
Anybody can be redeemed.
okay?
So he's got a chance. I just really don't. He's kind of iggy right now, but we'll
Fair
see.
enough.
Maybe when he's done, I can start talking to him again. But right now, it's kind of wiggy.
And the child begins to whimper as he takes a long draw from her.
Punch him in the face.
You're disgusting. Let her live.
She will live, in a manner of speaking.
I will see you dead, Strahd.
You may try, but not today.
Mark my words, vampire.
You know,
Your head will be mine.
I have a night full of entertainment planned for you. In fact, I invite you to visit your future resting places.
Our bedrooms?
No, I've been doing some little bit of work, a little bit of craftsmanship, if you will. When you live as long as one has, like myself, you take up certain proclivities.
So, do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I play Dragons and Dungeons.
Oh, it's kind of.
I haven't heard that one.
No?
Is that the one with the...
But I've taken to some masonry. It's hard to find someone willing to work for me.
Probably because you suck at it.
Go play.
And he just kind of smiles, and a little bit drop of blood, falls from the tooth and down his chin. Oh, I'm sorry. Wipes it away. In fact, would you like to see it now?
Your
Have you eaten
stonework?
your fill? Have you all eaten your fill?
Oh, yes, it's quite delicious.
Isn't it, though?
It is.
I'll have to tell Clive he did a great job tonight.
Well, it's obvious that he wants to show us whatever he's going to show us, so we might as well go.
Yes, I will bring the light with us.
Now, please bear in mind, there are some perils.
You mean aside from you and eating people?
I mean inside where I intend to place you for your final resting places.
Oh,
What
sounds
kind
a
of
bit
perils?
ominous.
I have an effect on things where, well, let's just say that monsters reside within my dungeons.
Yeah, we're speaking
And while they
with
don't
one
bother
now.
me, and because they don't bother me, I don't get rid of them. But I'm not going to be there with you. I think these two have some plans that they would like to come to fruition. We'll see if it comes to fruition.
Are you saying that we'd know some of these monsters?
Yes.
How would you know monsters?
You survive a lot of things in the woods. That is our past.
Sometimes in order to survive the monsters, you must become one.
Is that what happened to you?
It is. The terror that was my brother.
Sometimes you're born the monster.
Sometimes. But not today.
All right, Strahd, I'm getting tired of your yapping.
But not his? He's
Well-
been telling me about Palo for the last 15 minutes.
Oh, speaking of which,
He I've come to learn to deal with. You, I will make into pelt. Or something.
and by deal with, she means appreciate.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Are you going to show us this special place or not?
I will not know, but Rahadin will lead you there.
Is there any dried meats or cheeses out here?
There are some cheeses and some jerky and stuff like that, yeah.
I'm totally bagging some jerky.
Okay.
Snack for later.
It's free food.
Food is food.
I'm grateful. Count?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I have some other matters to see to. Some preparations to make, if you will. Please, please, enjoy the rest of your stay here at Castle Ravenloft and see yourselves out, if you can.
Oh, if you
We'll
can.
see you again, Strahd. And you'll be at the end of the sword. She walks away.
Punk.
Punk.
Blum, blum, blum.
And Rodin, he waits, like I said, at the edge of the wall. Strahd has now left the room. And he waits patiently for you to finish your dining. And once you make the motion, he will lead you to the place where Strahd wishes you to go.
I will follow reluctantly behind whoever goes first.
Okay?
I'll go first.
You go first? All
Let's
right.
do this.
I'll follow my wife.
Yeah, let them go first.
So
Then
you-
I.
So you two are fighting for second?
She smells like dead druid.
That's why I'm going third.
I look at you. Why are you smelling my wife?
She got druid all over her.
Put my
man.
arm around her and just kind of.
Pull her close.
I'll bring up the rear.
Bring
You
up the rear
always
of the gear?
do.
You gonna tap your staff in the rear?
Yes.
One of the few times.
I just have to
video
bite my tongue because I have so many pooper jokes. If I start, it's all going to go off the rails.
And you begin to descend through the castle, and you notice in one of the rooms you pass through above the fireplace is a skull, a big, gigantic skull that was once a dragon. And its eyes glow faintly with silver.
That's kind of cool. Perhaps
Cool.
we could have this in
You
our
think
resting
a
place.
dragon with dragon skeleton? What is this?
I think it's great. You
The
can
skeleton?
pronounce it.
Skull.
A dragon skull
Yeah.
with glowing eyes is cool.
Yes.
How about you stay here and talk to it about Palor?
I will stay here and talk to it about that. Hey, Dragon Skull, have you heard of Palor?
No.
Hey, Dog's
Oh my
back!
God,
That's so damn cool! I will put one of my scrolls in its teeth and walk on.
Okay.
I want it to know when it wakes up. Because it surely will, I mean, at some point.
No, it was just mainly a curiosity piece.
I mean, Strahd will make it alive at some point.
Exactly. And you guys progress further and further down. The scent is getting stronger. You think you're on the verge of a trail.
All right. So we walk a little bit more expediently towards.
And Rahadin does not change his pace. So if you go past him, he won't. He does nothing to change his pace.
Okay, I guess we won't be doing that then.
At some point, do you guys share why you're here? What did Strahd mean when he said that you two have other plans?
I look at you.
Well,
Do you know the phrase lupus in fabula?
Do I know the phrase lupus in fabula?
I think it means
No.
fabulous wolf.
It means the wolf of the story.
That's close enough.
That would be us.
Okay. So it was you scratching at everyone's doors. Your fingers must be tired.
We don't scratch doors, and we're not your normal wolf, so to speak.
Abnormal?
Sure. But he has our mentor. A good friend of
Okay.
ours, a teacher. And more I can't say with present company, but we can discuss this again.
I don't think Rupert is going to talk. If that's what you mean.
ramen?
Rodin.
That guy.
Oh.
He'll talk to Isabel sometime, I'm sure.
Well,
Arena.
Or Ricky Martin.
Ricky's gone.
Yeah, Ricky left without a trail, apparently.
I
He
hand
lives in La Vida
you
Loca.
Yeah.
my my glaive. Can you hold this for a second?
Can I? Would you like me to light it with the fire of Palor?
Not really.
No, please
Okay.
don't.
Brace yourself.
Okay, what happens?
I go hybrid.
Okay.
You
Describe
see a
that.
large, coarse-haired wolf man standing in front of you, where I was. I grow fur, muscles, teeth, a snout, everything.
That's
By the
kind-
Raven Queen. I
That's-
draw my sword.
Kind of a neat trick.
Kind of back up a couple of steps.
And I revert.
Okay.
Actually, I don't revert. I don't want to really revert.
You don't revert?
Can I have my
Yes.
glaive back? As
Here you are.
Thank you.
Great. I assume you can do that too, Druid Killer.
What are you two? What are you really?
I'm showing
the
you what
Monster
I really
Hunter
am.
would know what this is.
I
So why don't
wouldn't
you
know.
elaborate?
They're werewolves. Lycanthropes.
That's an elaboration.
That's an elaboration.
Yeah.
Thank you, Teelan.
Once upon a time.
So enlightening.
They're, well, I mean, how...
Would he know the difference between a turned werewolf and a born werewolf?
There isn't much. It's more of a nuance that a turned or born werewolf would make that distinction of.
My character probably would. I would not.
Exactly.
So, JJ will have to tell you whatever Teelan may know.
What I mean is that's more of a distinction between werewolves, the different types of werewolves. To people that aren't of that race, of that species, wouldn't be able to make that distinction.
So is it more of like a pure blood versus halvesy, Ford versus
Exactly.
Chevy debate kind of thing? Yeah.
Are D&D werewolves like wolves when the moon is full? Or I mean,
No,
I don't know in the
it's-
game
Well,
how it works.
We're born
if the
werewolves.
curse is forced, then they are mercy to the moon. If they were born or became, if they're not cursed with it, then they can control it at will.
It's our choice.
So I would have shared that. As
So
as a
because
monster.
indicative of the fact that he just did it at will,
Right.
he's probably in control of it.
You were born this way,
Yes.
Lady Gaga.
Who?
Nothing. This lady I knew once.
She liked Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So why have we seen werewolf claws all throughout the town?
Not all of us are the same. Please do
How
not
do you-
judge us like that.
So how do you mean? Do some of you work for Strahd?
No one works for Strahd by choice. Have we worked for Strahd? Yes. It's that or annihilation.
So
Well, and some of the marks we've seen may be wolf marks. We don't know that they're all from werewolves necessarily.
that's what I want to find out. Like I want to understand why the marks.
You seem knowledgeable. I hold up my claw. Is this the size of the claw marks? What do you know that?
It would have been.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very close.
So my brothers may have been doing that. I do not know why. Or do I, actually?
Would we know why?
They were attempting to fetch Irina for Strahd, but they were unable to gain entrance to a house. They were attempting to pull off the siding and enter through the wall.
But do I know that?
You would not. You would have splintered
I
by that
can't
time.
tell you what my brothers did.
Or what they were after.
So
So
what,
you're here to find this mentor,
Yes.
rescue him from Strahd?
Emil is our closest friend, mentor, teacher.
He's the leader.
Well, I certainly I'm happy to help rescue anyone from Strahd that we can while we're here. That would be very much in line with what Teelan would want to do.
we couldn't save the young girl. Maybe we can save your friend.
But we may save her yet.
So wait,
Strahd will bleed
you
for this.
can be wolves. You are wolves. Yes.
Well,
So
I can be a wolf.
when you started moving faster, you were probably smelling your friend.
We may have been close to picking up a trail.
And when we were in the carriage, you heard me say you were kind of creepy.
Yeah, we heard all of that. I wasn't going to
Oh.
bring it up, but
Well, I stand
This
by her
explains the
words.
kind of creepy.
Great. Good to have you along.
As I said before, some things are earned. Whether you can fight, whether you can be trusted.
Of course. Baylor
I see
will
where you
trust
stand with the Count, though, and we're not so different, you and I.
Uh-oh.
I think he thinks you're a werewolf.
we could make you one if you
No, not a wolf.
no.
Core unum of one heart.
Ah. See, and then now, just so you know, sometimes I play this because I actually have a -1 intelligence modifier, so I do try and play that off. And it's like for real, some of the stupid-ass comments.
That he makes.
He's very wise, but stuff like that, whatever.
He just doesn't
Why
get
is
it.
just
Yeah.
not that smart?
No. He ain't the book learning type. What?
What?
Street learning time.
What you say, boy?
we should continue down.
Yeah, we should continue following Jeeves.
Okay.
I actually remember this one. It's Rahadin.
Rahadin.
I'm
Good.
purposely
Ramen.
saying
I'm
the wrong
glad.
ones.
Ramen.
I'm glad
Ramen.
that you are starting to.
No, this is the
remember
only
that.
one I remember.
It's fair. That's fair. I'm okay with this.
But I'm still going to call him Rupert. Because why not? That's his real name, whether you like it or not.
Or
The
ramen.
man.
I like ramen.
Oh, man.
Everybody likes ramen.
Now, is he the cup of noodles or is he the packet that you have to...
No, this
open
is
up
the
and boil?
full-fledged Japanese ramen bowl that takes hours.
Wow. That's why he's so old.
That's why he's so
Yeah.
old.
This guy has been boiling for centuries.
Yep.
He is ready. Somebody
That
just
fl-
sprinkled
those
the flavor
flavors.
So cooked together.
So yummy.
All right. So, you guys are descending down some stairs into, pretty much dang near blackness. The staircase of this is ancient stone, is worn smooth. Thick dust covers the steps, and cobwebs are choking the passageway.
So if thick
it's-
dust coats the steps, are there other footprints?
No,
Do
So
we
it's like we're the first people down here in quite some time.
exactly.
do we see anything out of the ordinary?
You
With
wouldn't,
dark
no.
vision?
Not with dark vision.
Okay.
The rest of us, I can't see very well, right?
I have light
You have light?
always.
I know you always have
There
your
will probably
light
be
on.
lots of shadows because I'm standing behind people, but there's always light going on.
Enough for everyone to see?
25 foot, I think, regular light and another 25 dim light.
Okay.
We're good either way.
I have dark
Yeah.
vision.
You have dark vision, but I don't.
Go, Paylor.
So unfortunately, I have to hang out with Calvin.
The light
And
of Paylor.
the last person to go, Teelan, Rahadin goes, mind your steps.
Slap him across his face for me.
Smack ramen.
Smack ramen.
Smack Roman.
The steps descend at a 45-degree angle. They go down about 40 feet. You feel like it's getting colder. It's getting more and more cold as you descend.
Like
So we're
the-
all descendants.
Is Raha Doom or whatever his name is staying?
He's staying.
I'd like to go out of his sight, and as soon as that happens, pick out a piece of chalk and mark the wall.
Okay.
But
Um,
Paylor was here.
At the end of the stairs, this room is 30 feet
That's what
square.
this rune means, I swear.
This room is 30 feet square, rising to a full 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, its tall white flame producing no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball, and made of colored crystal. No two stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to descend down into the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with their swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them. And before you ask, the common verse that's on the bottom of the hourglass says, "Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb."
Do we get like a message that says waypoint unlocked?
Ding-a-da-da-ding.
Yeah.
What was it that we heard from the gypsies? Something about the middle of the castle, the heart of the castle?
In the reading?
Yes.
That is where you will have your final countdown.
Do you say that out loud
Europe.
about the gypsies?
Yeah, I don't see why
I
not.
think she was asking.
We
Yeah,
have-
I would ask.
The
well,
three of us have talked
Don't
about
trust
it
the
openly.
gypsies.
Why not?
They work for Strahd.
The gypsies work for... Everybody works for Strahd in this
No. Don't trust the gypsies.
Great.
But the old lady, she knew about
The old lady
Baylor.
knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So she looks at Calvin
Kind of nice.
looks at Teelan. Now
I
what?
think. So anyway, Teelan was looking up in his book. What was it she said? He can't find it.
It's on JJ's sheet.
His notes are too well organized.
It is where the final showdown with Strahd will be.
Okay.
Is where
So
she
what do we
predicted
do
it would be.
next?
There's a staircase leading from this room going up a little bit, and you can see where it stops. It goes up maybe a third of the way you guys came down.
What does my nose tell me is the direction?
Your nose tells you that it goes up those staircases.
The stairs?
Stairs.
We don't want to play with the rocks?
Do you want to play with the rocks? Do you
I'm
know
just
what they
asking.
do?
Does anybody know what they do?
Well, it sounds
Yeah.
like a map.
Hey, sorcerer.
It sounds like the colors will lead us to different places in the castle. Serves as a map of
That's
sorts.
Kurt almost falling off his chair again. Nice.
But for now, let's help them find their friend,
Okay.
and then we can come back here and decide what to do.
All right. Mark the hallways.
All right.
Let's go.
So, going in, just call it like 1 to 2, or mark something similar.
All right. There's little dust on these stairs, but a light fog tumbles down from the top. And once you reach the top, this rough-hewn corridor ends at the stone staircase that descends to the south. My bad. And then it's a long tunnel leading deeper into the mountain. This tunnel is cut into the pillar stone of Ravenloft itself. Its surface is slick, and the ceiling is barely 6 feet high. A lingering fog limits visibility to a few feet within this tunnel.
So, are we still following your nose?
What
We
does my
always
nose
follow
tell
our
me?
nose.
Keep going down the
Yep,
hall.
keep going down the hallway.
Down the
Okay.
hallway.
They knocked them. Do you sense anything?
Nakamamian. I don't know.
You're the rogue.
Oh.
I'm asking about traps and whatnot.
Oh. That's what you
If
meant.
only we had brought a rogue.
trap?
Luna de Noctem, it's my pet name for you.
Oh. What does that mean?
It means pig of the evening.
Moon of the
It's-
night.
Yeah, Moon of the
Moon
Night.
of the night.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Mine for him's Noctimamimam, which is Night of My Life.
Aw,
That's sweet.
that's cute.
They're married. Aw, that's great.
Schmoopy. I'm actually
Schmoopy,
What?
schmoopy, schmoopy.
What would I roll to sense traps? Like,
That
To-
would be perception checks, or you can roll investigation. Actually, it would be investigation.
cool. It's higher for investigation, so I'm game. Oh no, it's not. I lied. It's Jack. I got an 8.
An 8
Plus,
plus what?
8 plus shit.
perception is shit, and you're the
No,
rogue?
he said
Investigation.
investigation.
No, investigation shit?
He said investigation, not perception. So yeah, it's 8.
All right. So you guys are traveling down this way, and eventually the scent stops halfway down the hallway.
It just stops, like they dragged him here and then dragged him away.
Yeah.
So,
Something is not right.
Could we check the walls?
did it?
Things
go
were
ahead and,
hidden.
Roll
Something
me
is
another
not right.
investigation to check the walls.
We're in the bowels of the vampire's
19.
castle. Yes,
Yeah,
something is not
19.
right.
Lots of things aren't right.
You find a brick that seems looser than the others.
Push
Can
the
I investigate?
button.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I push a button?
Do you want to push it?
No, just tighten it up. It's just bad mortar.
Yeah, it's just bad
yeah,
mortar.
we'll just slide it back in there. No, yeah, we're gonna push a button.
Push it. You all begin to slide down a marble slide, and
So like
the floor gives way.
like DuckTales, we're all like, woo!
DuckTales.
I'm gonna shoot my hands up and shout, "Go Paylord!"
Yeah, it's a very smooth ride, and you slide all the way down, and you're now inside of a essentially a jail cell.
Fantastic.
Is it a trash
And
compactor?
Is the
But
meal there?
you do smell the smell of.
But we don't
like,
see him.
You don't see him here in this jail cell. No. Specifically in this jail cell is nothing. There's a pool of water on the ground.
Are we locked in this jail cell? Is there a way
Oh,
out?
the guy
It is
stood on a
locked.
block of ice.
Can I pick the lock
Go for it.
with my picking
Thieves'
abilities?
tools.
With my thieves' tools?
Roll me a dexterity check.
Yes.
The tools give you a +4, and you have proficiency, so you get to add your proficiency modifier. So dexterity check +7.
Sweet.
How does he remember all these numbers?
I know. That's what I was about
Like
to say.
some Rain Man
16.
shit.
You're
16?
presuming he
That's-
doesn't just make it up.
Well, we all
Sounds
have
good.
+3 proficiency
Yeah.
at this level.
Sounds good.
Exactly.
That's all
Plus
that
9,
matters.
right? That's cool.
That's fine, yeah.
16 is more than enough to pick the lock.
Sweet.
Success.
You're in a room that is about 30 feet deep. There are 4 cells to each side. You are in the northeasternmost cell.
Do we see him in here at all?
These aren't like barred; they're doors. They're heavy doors.
Okay, does
but
the
you
nose-
do smell. The smell does indicate that he is somewhere in these cells.
I call out for him. Emil, are you here?
You hear a weak and very faint response.
Go to the source.
All right. You go down to the 3rd cell on the wall, and it's also locked.
I'm going to unlock it.
All right, good. Roll it. Roll that beautiful.
Can we
beam
see
footage.
inside
I got
before
it.
we unlock it?
It cannot.
26.
Okay, these are
Like there isn't like a
26?
saber-tooth tiger inside
Exactly.
there locked up.
I see that you're excited to see him again, too.
Woo, Emil! Unlock all the locks!
A strong man clutches the chains that are hanging him. He's trying to pull them down from the ceiling. His clothes are shredded, and he's soaked from head to toe.
Like in blood and sweat?
And sweat. He's been trying to
Or he's been
rip
working.
the chains off the ceiling.
Ask him how it's hanging. What?
Are the chains anything special?
No, they're just very strong.
Can we get him down?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
yeah, go for it. He like I said, he's just trying to like he's
Is there
now
any release
weakened.
mechanism, or is it just
No,
like
they're,
lock
they're
chains?
manacled onto his wrists.
I'm just going to say, Malachi, get him down.
Right, so you
Lock? I hold you up to the lock. What do you want me to do?
Oh, is it locked?
yeah.
I thought,
his
then
manacled-
I'll
Give me a boost.
give me a boost, Heifer. I need to unlock it. I got a 12.
All right, that is enough to undo the manacles, and he collapses into your arms. He's very weakened.
Priest, please.
Healer.
You would like the light of Palor to help your friend.
Yes.
He doesn't mind daylight, does he?
No.
We're about to find out. Just regular word of healing, something to help
Nothing
him out a
major?
little. Well, healing word, technically.
I could also do lay on hands, remember?
Well, you can, but why waste
We've
it?
never seen that.
You've never seen that, I know. So I would tell Calvin, let me know if you need help.
I will, definitely. I know, I tell you sometime you should try.
Oh, here we
Palor
go.
to-
Just do it.
Okay. Healing word.
All right. You're able to heal him up, and while it restores some vigor, he's still severely weakened. He's been left here to die, hanging from the ceiling.
Malachi, perhaps you should give him some of the food that you've
Jacked.
I mean, yeah, I'll give him
saved
food,
for later.
water.
He totally
And
bags
he
some turkey.
thanks you. What are you doing here? Why would you risk your lives?
We've come
You're
for
here.
you.
There is we don't have a goal without you.
There's always
you
a
are
goal.
my life.
You're my goal.
We don't have a leader. You are the leader.
I appreciate this, Malachi.
Can I start taking out my silk rope and, first off, can he walk?
He's weakened. He's severely weakened.
But can
yeah,
he?
you guys could assist him in walking.
All right.
All right. And his wrists, are they scratched up from?
They are raw. They are raw. The healing would have healed them over, but they're still
Scabbed.
red, with new growth, new skin.
All right. We don't have to carry him, but yeah, we'll shoulder him.
Shoulder him.
You shoulder him up.
Walk along.
All right.
What does he know? What do you know? What have you seen? What's happened?
Colian brought me here. He brought me to this cell and strung me up. Strahd has visited from time to time, but I think he just likes to torment me.
Well, we'll get you out of here, and then we'll deal with Colian.
Did he suck your blood too?
kill Colian?
He does not. He only likes those that are untainted.
It's good to know.
Okay.
Priest, your blood would probably be most succulent.
It is. I bit my lip the other day. It tastes great.
Calvin, that's not a
What?
good thing.
No?
No, you don't want that.
Well, crap.
All right, so there
Go payload.
there are 6 more cells in this room.
Check them all.
Do we see anything in any of the other rooms?
Let me know when I gotta unlock.
So inside the first one, scattered across the floor is about 3,000 Electrum coins.
Nobody takes Electrum anymore.
Yeah.
I take one.
That's a lot of.
You take one?
I take one as a trophy.
It bears the visage of Strahd.
Yeah, but this is me getting in his dungeon. That's a trophy, and I care about such things.
That's cool.
The next one has about 300 platinum.
Oh, that's a little different. Does he have one of those machines where you put the coin in and crank it and it flattens it out and has
Yes.
a souvenir castle
There
straw?
you
is
guys
one of
tell
those
him
things.
about
No, we did not. We did not mention that.
You know, we just went searching
Yesterday,
for one of those.
Yeah?
Josh was looking for one of those in Asheville. We went to Asheville.
There aren't ones.
No?
We went everywhere. The internet says no, and not anymore. They had them. They got rid of them.
Oh, that sucks. Well, Strahd's got one. He's got them all.
Yeah, let's crush an Electrum with some platinum coins.
There you go.
The next cell that you guys enter, a corpse is hanging much like Emil was. He's wearing it's now a skeleton held together with just a sinew, and he's wearing a breastplate and he has a pouch at his waist.
What's
Loot
in
the
the
body.
pouch?
Loot the body.
I will,
Loot the body.
Could we cut it down and give it last rites?
Calvin will take a few moments with Noctra's help, perhaps,
To
and do the,
burnate it.
to
Does it have any
properly
aura?
What's that?
Give
Does
it
it have
some
an
respect.
aura at all, or is it just...
It's just dead. Looting the body, you do discover 5 gemstones worth 50 gold each, and 3 potions of heroism.
The potions will come in handy. Didn't
Especially
help
if
this
we're going
poor
to be
guy.
heroic.
Exactly.
Yeah, it didn't help him. Gosh.
Last rites.
Yeah.
What colors are the gems?
Yes.
Different colored.
Are they the same as the poem we saw in the room?
Well, you actually saw those gems in that room.
I know, but are they the same kind of gems?
No,
Okay.
they're not
Okay.
cut the same way at all.
Yeah, definitely take a minute to do last rites. Give him a proper.
Are you going to bury him
departure from
here
this
in this
world.
cell, or
I would do the flame. It would
do the flame burn the
him,
bone?
burn him away. Even in your darkest times, payload will help you fly free.
I'm going to keep being an eye out in just the hallway.
I sneeze as dust hits the room.
Yeah, it would happen.
Keep tapping your staff.
I cover my nose.
The next room appears to be empty. When you
I
open
like
it.
when he says appears to be.
Is it really?
I don't know.
I shall roll a perception check because I said it first. That'd be 18.
18. It appears to be empty.
Okay. Whew.
Does it smell empty?
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on.
I'm going
The next one also appears to be empty.
Does it smell
But
empty?
the difference in this one is that there is about a foot of water on the ground.
I'm still looking at the first one. Can I look?
Is
The
the
first- The first room?
Yeah?
Can I do my perception check?
The first room of...
The one that we
You said
just.
appeared empty. So I rolled a total of 20 on perception check.
Again, it doesn't look like anything's in here. It just looks like an empty cell.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same. Just
In the room with a foot of water?
15.
The room with the foot of water?
Is that where you're doing your perception check? Alan?
Someone needs to look in the room with water.
Diavola? Is that where you're doing your
Yes,
perception check?
in the room of water, exactly.
Okay. A 15 is not going to cut it.
Figured.
Look, did you notice
But
anything?
upon looking, I am going to need an initiative roll.
Oh, snap.
I rolled a 1, so I will go last.
Yeah, I got a 20 on initiative.
Wasted.
I naturally go first.
You naturally go first.
Well, unless someone rolled higher.
I got
15?
a 15.
Right. They're
Like
tied.
twins?
It's because we're married.
Our tails even wag in unison.
Oh,
15
So,
for both of you.
Yeah. Do we have to roll off, or does it matter?
you can pick who goes first.
What do you have, Calvin?
It does have a surprise round.
Calvin?
21.
Teelan?
1. I mean, I rolled a 1 and then.
Plus,
Doesn't matter.
Look
Yes,
at
it
that
does.
shiny water.
It is 4 total.
All right. What else we have?
It is on a 16.
So
It.
Calvin is first.
after it beats on the Avila. Whatever it is coming out of the water and sucking her face off, I can
All right,
tell.
so it appears the floor separates from
Wait.
the floor.
Wait. Stop. Question.
What?
So I'm tied with the thing. I go
Don't worry
first.
about
Never
it.
mind.
It appears the thing separates from it, and a gelatinous arm, shoots out and swipes across you. You dodge it nimbly, though.
Nice.
But it's still under the water. But it looks like the mortar of the bricks is attacking you.
That's kind of crazy.
If you would like to roll a nature and or arcana check to figure out what this is.
Sure.
I got an 8.
I got a 20 not natural.
29 natural. All right, so you figure this is a gray ooze.
And what does that tell me?
You know that they typically, if their first attack doesn't work, they typically go into hiding because they only want to get the unsuspecting. They want that first attack to work.
Are any of us in the water itself?
Other than her, when she kind of went in to look,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Who's up?
Calvin.
I grab her and pull her back
Sure.
Thank
and
you.
just step outside of the room.
Yep.
Because if that thing could get through the door, it probably would have before.
We didn't see anything in the room that we needed to.
All right. Noctra kicks the door shut. Moving on.
All right, cool.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Put
let
a
it
sign
be.
on it, though.
Before the door closes
Do not
all the
enter.
way.
Do not
Great
enter.
Take a chalk and
Yeah.
be like, ooze inside.
Before the door closes all the
Keep
way, I'll
out.
toss in a
Keep out,
pamphlet
ooze
in case it
inside.
wants
Oh, nice.
some reading.
There you go. You have something to read during its.
What?
I
its your
toss in
turn
a
to hear.
payload pamphlet before the door closes all the way in case it wants to read.
You're the one that kicked it, so.
The,
Oh,
I
okay.
kicked it.
Calvin just tried to convert a gray ooze.
Why not?
Just checking.
there is still
Have you seen
one
the light
last
of
room.
Paylor through ooze? It is amazing.
I check on her.
Go,
and
Paylor.
if she's okay, I'll go ahead into the
Yeah.
next room.
we're
She
good.
it missed her completely. There's still one last room.
Let's go to the room.
Clear room.
Go to the room. I'll look
Right.
in.
Inside, you see a glowing blade. It can be seen below the sheen of the water, and it's all the way at the back of the cell.
Another glowing blade. Can
Can
I
I,
ask my sword if it
it up?
recognizes it?
That could
You don't
possibly
smell,
be
you
a
don't
trap.
scent anything dangerous here.
I poke my glaive into the water.
No reaction.
Okay.
The water ripples with your
How
intrusion.
deep is this room?
About 5 feet.
Okay, since my weapon has reach, can I just kind of...
Yoink it.
Slide it on over.
You could yoink it.
Yeah, let's try to yoink it.
Can I ask my sword if it? Because I've got a glowing sword too. And we've
Well,
just.
you have a lightsaber.
I have a lightsaber.
This is
sun
this is
sword
actual something that's an actual blade that glows.
that glows. I would still want to ask the sword. What is that?
I have no idea.
You're so useful. You know that?
I kill things.
I am
you're
useful.
right.
Do any of us hear that, or is that all mental?
That's
for
all
her?
mental.
It's
for
all
her.
mental for me.
Oh, it's mental, all right. Go, Paylor.
All right. So there is now a it's a short sword that the blade glows with a pretty decent light.
That's very important to me.
It's
And
a
I know
short
how to
sword.
use a short sword.
Exactly.
Can I have that sword there? The light reminds me of something.
Does it have any meaning to me as a werewolf?
By all means.
Should
Right.
I roll a run detect magic on it?
Sure, go for it.
Should you? Yes.
That'd be a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yes, you should.
Do I have to roll for that?
I'll
Or
hold,
cast it?
I'll hold it out in front of you. I'll hold my glowing.
Yeah, I'll let you
short
pick it
sword
up
in
out of the
front
water.
you. Oh
I'm just
heck
joking.
yeah! It's lit up. I mean, it's got light. Oh my gosh!
Are you gonna point your sword? Are you gonna let
I'm
Thielen
gonna let him
Rolling.
detect magic on my glowing sword.
play your sword?
Wow.
Wow.
When
One.
you do,
This is like the third
when
one I
you do
rolled
pick
today.
it up, though,
Yeah.
it,
You don't think it's magically
a
glowing.
mental voice does enter. You do get a inside voice as well.
Yeah,
And it goes, "Oh, hello, nice to meet you."
Baylor, is that you? Hello.
No.
Is this thing on?
My name is Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. Okay.
Now you're gonna start
Does
talking
anyone
to
else
yourself?
hear this?
What are you talking? Who are you
Hello?
talking to, Calvin?
Does anyone else hear this?
What is your alignment?
I think I had neutral, good. Neutral, good
good?
aligned.
So
Looking at where I
the
don't
interesting
have
thing
it.
about this sword is it tells you about itself,
Yeah.
and it does it all in a brief flash.
Okay.
So you just get like a memory download.
So it likes long slashes on the beach.
Exactly, and long flashes on the beach.
Okay.
It was designed to fight evil.
That
It is
sounds
itself
great.
lawful good.
Great.
It has the ability to shed bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15
so
feet.
do I.
Sword
It
was
also
made for you.
allows
Yes.
you to cast Crusader's Mantle
Oh.
once per day.
I think I'll have to go clean up what I've soiled in my underwear.
Stop, I can only get so wrecked.
Wow.
Do we? You know
I'll
what
have to look
Crusader's
that
Mantle
up.
is?
No, but I'll look it up. And so whatever it is, it's going to be good. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
It's a
It's
glowing
an evil
sword.
spell, fuck it.
Crusader's Mental. That's awesome.
That
So is
seems
there
like
anything
a-
else in this
I will-
room?
I will
Like
spend
a
some-
stairway?
There is
Like, or do we have to like climb up the
no,
slide?
there still is a door leading out. There's a short amount of stairs. This is like a little dungeon room.
All right.
Locked?
The door is locked, and you're able to easily pick it. Because you could. There's such thing as just taking a 10. You can take 5 minutes and take your time.
Hey.
That seems like
And we'll discover what's on the other side of that door in the next episode.
Dun, dun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, yeah, we can wrap that up.
Please listen, subscribe, and rate us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Penis.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.